Hey everyone, we're here keeping it real at the Texas Capitol.
Talk about keeping it real. Did you see what happened this week in Colony Ridge? It's a community right outside of Houston. The governor instructed ICE and DPS officers to arrest folks, and I just think it's so racist that they're targeting a Latino community. I mean, this community is full of Spanish-speaking folks who are raising their families, who have bought property, who have started building homes, and they are literally stopping them like traffic stops, but then detaining them.
Well, I remember reading an article about the owner of this land who is leasing it to these different immigrant families. He was really frustrated because it's affecting his business, and he spoke about how those are hardworking families with children and contributing to the local economy. And it was really frustrating for him that they were targeting these nonviolent individuals in these raids. So here in Texas, when we don't have health care, we're number one, uninsured in the country. When our schools are closing, when women are dying, when children are being slaughtered in our public schools, this is where Governor Abbott and his extremist agenda, this is where they're going to focus the attention and resources when there's so many more important issues out here really affecting working class families. It's very frustrating.
These are working class people, just like you said. I mean, these are construction workers. Women were afraid to pick up their children from school. And just to, put it into perspective, you're at home, you dropped off your kids this morning, and now you're terrified to leave the house because you don't know what kind of paperwork they're looking for. And they may pull you over for a simple traffic stop, and you never make it to pick up your kids from school. This is outrageous, and this shouldn't be happening in our state.
This is a complete distraction of the primary issues that we should be focusing on. This is a distraction. They're looking at ways to divide our communities, to hurt us so that we can be talking about other issues, but not about healthcare, not about schools, not about mental health. The Republicans control the executive. The Republicans control the judiciary. The Republicans control the legislature. They've been doing this for over 30 years. They want you to focus on attacking the neighbor next door and not looking at them emptying your pockets and getting tax breaks to billionaires, to their billionaire buddies here in Texas.
Exactly.
It's so infuriating when we're attacking the same people that we're supposed to be protecting in terms of our working families in Texas.
So a lot of folks have been asking, what can I do? I was on a call with some precinct chairs Monday night, and they were just really sad about what's going on overall, but particularly with the immigration issue. So there's these red cards that you can order online, and thank you for sharing the link. They're very inexpensive, and these are cards that you can give to immigrant families or your neighbors.
These red cards can be ordered in English and Spanish and any other language. They have a variety of languages, and you could just Google red cards. It's a nonprofit who puts these together, but you give them to the community members, and it's Know Your Rights cards. It talks about your constitutional rights. In addition to passing out these red cards, if you are a non-immigrant, if you're an ally of these working families, be defiant. This is where we need to step up. Those of our allies who have the white privilege. This is where we are in this country today, where we must be defiant and protect our neighbors. To give your neighbors enough time to prepare, to call whoever, talking to your neighbors and saying, hey, if they come, I can help you pick up your kid. Here is my phone number. But this is a time to be defiant because we are in a new day in America today. This is not our American democracy. This is the pre-fascism. This is the beginning of fascism, and we cannot be obedient. We must be defiant to stop this regime from taking control of our families, our communities, and ultimately our country.
Thanks for joining us today. And until then,
keep
it
it
real.